There's a great book called Hooked by a guy named Nir Eyal, and he talks about how you can create an addictive experience. And it's done through all of these things that I've talked about. Variable reward, all of these different kinds of timings, different kinds of buttons and vibrations. And these companies are getting better and better and better at this. And the more attention they have, the more money they make off of you. And they can literally suck all of the attention, all of the money, all of the potential right out of you. And it's like we're being plugged into the Matrix. Just like that movie with Neo, where we're in that bath full of goop, and they got that thing plugged into our spine. They're literally pulling out all of our attention and sucking us dry. And unless you put your foot down right now, you're going to end up leading a life that's on someone else's terms. You're not going to create anything. You're not going to have human interactions. But it's all up to you. And you need to take extreme ownership of this right now, and we're going to make some changes on our devices. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to pull out your mobile device, and we're going to do this together. I want you, if you're on an iPhone, go into your settings. If you're on an Android, go into the equivalent. And I want you to go into the settings. I want you to go into notifications, all right? And here are all the notifications for all of my apps. And if you look here, you'll look at something really interesting. They say off, 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 off. Now, some of these things have a lot of options that they have on their devices. And let me show you some of these options. They have Facebook, right? Allow notifications. Mine are off. So I've got that off. If I want to use Facebook, then I'll click in and I'll go see what's happening. But I sure as hell don't want Mark Zuckerberg owning my day all day saying, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. There's no way I could do anything for London Real or do anything for you. Let's see what happens when I open Pandora's box. I don't even want to do this because I feel like I'm going to get addicted. Guess what it's got? Lock screen badges, notification center, and banners. It's got sounds, it's got badges. All of this stuff, I'm guessing most of you have on for your devices right now. This is 5 levels of addiction that you're going through. And there's no way you can kick this stuff. You've got sounds, you got vibrations. I got something else buzzing me now. You've got things on lock screens. All of this stuff is designed to get you addicted. I remember when I first moved over to Facebook Messenger, every time I pulled up the app, it said, turn on notifications every single time. And I was like, no, 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 no. Sooner or later, you're going to hit the wrong button by accident and say yes, and then they're on and you won't get rid of them. So all of you now need to proactively go into your phone. This is what I teach in my Life Accelerator in Module 1. We shut all of this down. So for all of your apps, shut it all down. The only one I have on, of course, is the London Real app. I have that for badges and sound. But we only do that once a week for the full episodes. Everything else, shut it down, shut it down, shut it down, shut it down. It doesn't need to be there. And that way, your home screen looks something like this. There's no badges there. So I don't know that I've got 16 posts on Facebook. I probably do. I probably have 140 things on Instagram. I don't care. I don't even want to know, right? The next step is just deleting that entire app. But right now I've got something that I can use on my terms because it's not buzzing, there's no badges, there's no notifications. The only thing I get notified on here is when I get an actual phone call, and actually I get a badge when I get a text message, but I only give my number to a few people, so it's like Mariana and there's a badge. This is one of the simplest ways you can get off your mobile phone addiction, and this is one of the simplest ways not to be a slave to the Instagram feed and the Facebook feed. But that's only one. The next step's got to come with you and extreme ownership. It's got to come with you checking out your screen time every day and going in and saying, I am only going to check Instagram for 5 minutes a day on these days. I'm going to delete these accounts. I'm going to try taking a fast from Instagram. Maybe go 24, 48 hours without these social media devices and find out that everything's okay. I know a lot of people that have quit Facebook recently. I think it's healthy to do that for a while. I actually turned my device off entirely for 4 days last year, and it was one of the best times of my life. It was just so cleansing. I got to read, I got to create, I got to write, I got to be with my family, I got to walk in the woods. It was amazing. So going on that fast, that social media fast, is another thing you can do. But the ball is in your court. You can't sit around and complain about these companies and complain about these devices if you're not going to be proactive. So go in, turn those notifications off. A lot of people didn't even know you could do that, and start being more proactive in your social media. Start being more proactive when you pull these devices out. Leave it in the bag. Leave it in your room. Leave it off when you're having personal interactions with people. When you're at work trying to get things done, turn it off. And this works out for desktop notifications and for all those other blinking, buzzing banners and that kind of thing. So those are my thoughts on social media. Again, I really appreciate the comments we got here. A few more. Rebecca Wang says, social media is a container. What's important is what you choose to put into it and take out of it and when. I love that. Try going into your social media today and delete 10 of your feeds. If they're not making you more productive, a better person, if they're not building your business, helping you with your body, helping you with your diet, delete them, right? There's no point in doing it and having them on your feed anymore because it's in your mind.
London Real doesn't stop when the conversation ends. You see, that's when we get started. Because everything begins with a thought, and then comes the action. The London Real Academy is our global transformation platform. Here we bring together thousands of students from over 75 countries. Whether you want to build a profitable business from your passion, or learn to speak to inspire, or broadcast yourself with your very own podcast, or accelerate your life to become a high-performance person, we have the online accountability course and personal mentoring program that will make your dream a reality. Join us, and we'll take your life to the next level, together. Our next accelerator course is starting soon.